What's poppin', everybody? This is Saber24 back with a TCG match on live. We're gonna get Paradox Rift in a few days, so I think after this game I'm either not gonna post anything, it's only gonna be a few days at this point, or I might just do more Showdown. That's it. So we'll see. I don't want to be posting stuff on the last minute and then the next set comes out and I gotta post a million things at once as well. Alright, so using the Venusaur deck today, in many ways I see that this is a favorite for the channel, and some people do hate it though too. I don't know what to say about that. I guess people don't agree with my list, they don't agree with the deck. I mean, as a general rule, I hate this kind of decks too, these snow decks, but I think people hating just maybe don't think the deck is good enough and I make it out to be. I mean, I'm not making anything out to be anything. I just build it the best way I can and showing some matches with it. We're going to open up with the two Bulbasaurs. My opponent opened up with the Genesect, so you guys know the deal. It's going to be another Fusion Strike Mew deck. Hate those, but from what I gathered, this deck is pretty good against it, especially if we open up with the Klefki. I didn't this time, but if we do things correctly, we can screw it over very, very well. Alright, so he gets another Genesect, gets the Meloetta down. I have a bunch of Crushing Hammers from the start. Be good if we get a few hits on those. Plays the Cramomatic, a stupidly unfair card. Gets the heads, of course, so he gets the free computer search, and he really just doesn't lose anything. I mean, this card, they made it to work in this deck. You can use it in any deck, basically, but these sort of cards, you know, Pokemon Catcher, Crush and Hammer, that damn stupid card, Cramomatic, they work best when you're gonna use the card and then you're gonna draw a bunch of cards with a Shuffle and Draw supporter, or just draw until you have supporter, and where you got the fewer cards you have in hand, the more cards you draw, like Genesect. You benefit greatly because you get a powerful effect on the heads, and then if you get the tails, you don't really lose much because you're going to draw extra cards anyway. And it's not even a minus, you know? It's almost like that card acted like a draw one. So that's why I think those cards are really, really, really unfair. Especially the Cramomatic, because they literally made this card to work with the Fusion Strike deck. Printed it in the same set, and they benefit so much from it. Free computer search, what the hell? What the hell, man? Okay, so we get the tails on the hammer, and then I get a heads, good. So I get to discard one card at least, and then we're gonna pass the turn. So I am basically supporterless here. I have the Mimikyu to stall, but I mean, he does have the Meloetta. If he powers that up, he can kill the Mimikyus. No Mew though. Played the Oricorio. His bench is almost full. And goes for the escape rope. I mean, I'm going to promote the Mimikyu here, even though there's no Mew yet. Tsarina and the Bulbasaurs are more valuable at the moment. And yeah, being a supporterless, it's kind of a curse for this deck. Once you do see draw supporters, then you're usually going to be okay. Once you see the first one, then you get to draw a lot, and then you see the rest. But when you don't, it can be a bit of a pain sometimes. And this deck isn't exactly one that really uses Iono that much too. So he's not gonna accidentally help us draw cards. So he puts the second Fusion Strike energy on the Meloetta. So I think Mimikyu's time is gonna be short. So just Melodious Duo. There goes my card. Damn it. And I guess now I'm gonna have to promote the Bulbasaur as opposed to the Tsarina. But we do top deck the Rare Candy, luckily enough, since I didn't see supporters. So one of the cards that I would have worked out if I saw. So now we got a big guy in the active position at least. Maybe it's gonna buy me some time. I've got the Cheryl too. Meloetta and basically the attack that Mew is going to copy is dangerous if they have a lot of Fusion Strike energies. I got rid of one, but if they get the third one down, it pretty much maxes at 210 before the tablets. So this means that it's enough damage to put the Venusaur in the danger zone. So he goes for a boss's orders, kills the Tsarina, damn it, and because of that stupid stadium, those cards also go into the lost zone. I will not be able to get the Tsarina back, so we're going to go throughout the whole game without it. That's too bad. Same for one of the Mimikyus. I got more of those in the deck, but it's still something. You know, I would rather they just go into the discard pile / graveyard. Alright. So sacrifices the double DC to retreat the Genesect that I wanted to get stuck. Goes for the Mew. And we need to see more things here. I mean, he's putting some serious pressure here. I mean, it's pretty straightforward with this deck. I do hope I do break him eventually. He doesn't look like he cares. He's discarding stuff for no reason. I mean, even if you realize what I'm doing, going turbo, I guess he's thinking, I need to get this over with before this guy can set up. But this is going to be a pretty long match. I mean, I can tell you that. So Cross Fusion Strike. What will you copy? So 190, probably the Genesect's attack. And I mean, with Venusaur on his own, can I heal enough damage? I do wonder. Are we gonna go for an Iono or go for the Cheryl? I'm gonna be at 210 to die. So I think, yeah, I gotta go for the Iono. This is just a good opportunity. I mean, if he plays tablets, it's gonna be bad. But I see one of my counter stadiums, the Temple of Sinnoh. I do hope this works out. We're going to get rid of his own for that, and hopefully this works. Level Ball, I'm going to get the Oricorio. This is going to help me get a little bit of healing too. I think if he gets the tablets, I'm still dead. But this is going to help a little bit more. I need this Venusaur to survive before I heal it again. I mean, I don't have Tsarina's in hand anyway, or Cheryl's in hand, what I meant to say. But I mean, it's kind of the curse sometimes of this deck. We were supporterless. Can't use two supporters at the same time. And of course, he's got those damn tablets too, the stone things. But he did use them, so I guess the extra ones are just a waste at this point. This is the bullshit with this deck. It's just so consistent. They can run multiple of those stupid cards just to make sure they always see it. And then once they use it, the extra ones, they just attach them and you just draw more cards with Genesect. This is why I think it was just so unbalanced and so ridiculous the way they designed this archetype. You can't make this sort of archetype and then make every card in it broken. Make it every card exactly what anyone would want. Like if I would build an archetype, that's what I would do too, you know? I'll make a Pokemon that lets me draw a bunch of cards, and then is not once per turn. Give him the special energy that gives them that effect. They can't be affected by abilities. So they can screw over certain Pokemon that would be maybe disencounters to them. You know? Mew, it was a VMAX with large HP and the free retreat. You can copy every attack. And then give him a bunch of cards that help facilitate the Genesect. It's bullshit. Anyway, so he went for a Judge as opposed to Iono. I got my 4 cards. I mean, I do get the Venusaur and I do get the Grusha. I'm actually thinking, should I even bench the Klefki? That's an interesting question. That thing isn't really going to stop anything now. It would have been great if I opened with it to slow this guy down. If I could have slowed his setup and negated the Genesect for a bunch of turns, it would have been really, really nice. But we kind of got unlucky. I mean, I dropped a few Klefkis for the Mimikyu, and it's not that good in this deck. But, I mean, you know what? He has the Fusion Strike energies in the Meloetta, so against the Mew, maybe we're going to be good. But, I mean, he can always switch and use that Meloetta to just kill the Mimikyu anyway. So I think Venusaur is going to be the main card, as it should be. So, please don't get the KO. I mean, he got rid of my stadium, so he can use the DCs as he pleases. I would like to get rid of more energies. Goes on to the Meloetta. That's only going to do 140. So, yeah, I don't know why he did that, but I mean, he had to switch. He couldn't do the attack for Mew. Okay, wonderful. So I'm in the range now where even if I heal, I'm dead. So I think using the Cheryl is the way to go. I mean, I can't survive if I just heal like 80. And let's see, do we bench the Bulbasaur? Good question. I will. Let's just play it down. I'm not gonna play the Klefki yet. I might not play it at all. But we might get another Venusaur out. He only needs to get 4 prizes, so if he kills 2, he wins. So maybe if I see the switch, I can switch a hurt one at the right time, and when it works out. It all depends on how many bosses orders this guy's running too. This deck usually runs a lot because they can just easily afford it. So another freaking boss's orders picks on the Bulbasaur. So there goes that plan. He didn't kill the Oricorio though. But this basically means that all he has to do is just kill one Venusaur, target the Oricorio, and then he wins. He doesn't have to kill 2. So I gotta make sure no Venusaur dies, basically. Quite annoying. Please be running out of those fucking cards already. That's all I gotta say. So I'm gonna play the Klefki now because at this point it doesn't matter. And finally we see the Spirit Masks. I went throughout this whole game without them, not discarding his cards. His deck is really thin anyway, and he just discards resources on his own, but I need to do better shit than this. So we're gonna use the Ultra Ball to get, well, nothing. I just got rid of unnecessary cards there. And then hopefully this works out. It's a bit strange. He's running this Crystal Cave Stadium too, which I guess is gonna heal the Genesect, but nothing else. Why would you run that? I mean, am I missing something here? You know, spreading on the Genesects, you can use that for help, I don't know. So he keeps attacking with the Meloetta. That's not going to do a lot of damage. And he discards the Vacuum. Okay. We get the Cheryls. Should I just leave it at that? I think so. I got the healing cards in hand. Do I go for the Eono or not? I'm gonna go for it actually. And we do need to see a few more things. Okay, very good. I get the Town Store, I get the Spirit Masks. More of the hammers. If we can just get rid of a few more energies, I might just be golden. Get rid of those Fusion Strike ones. Beautiful. So that's what we're gonna do. Get rid of one of these. And then the other one. Come on, let's get another heads. No. Okay. So I got 2 heads, 2 tails. I suppose that's fair. Fair enough if I'm running all 4. But this should still hinder him. He will need another energy now. He discards it. Wow, that's so huge. That's so huge. You're just doing it. This guy is all about aggressive, but I mean, it's gonna bite you in the ass. I don't believe they have any way to recover these in the standard format, so Power Tablet. I don't think it's gonna be enough even with that. So yeah, this guy's getting really desperate, which is exactly what I want. I think this Venusaur might die in the end though, because if I have to go for the Katie next turn, I won't be able to do anything else and then we're toast. You know what the cool thing though is that he has 4 Pokemon on the bench that are useless. You know, the Oricorio is useless, the Genesects are pretty much useless now. And the important thing is that he doesn't have that second Mew attacker, so he can freely retreat turn after turn. So, you know, I mean, the Meloetta, is it gonna be of any use going forward too? I don't know. I'm gonna go for that Spirit Mask or that Town Store grab. No cards left. Okay. Now, I don't have much of a choice. I'm gonna have to go for the Katie here and hope that next turn he can't kill the Venusaur. If he does, then hey, it's all about if he can use another boss's orders to kill the small guys. I'm gonna go for it. Now we get everything we need and we have fewer cards left in the deck. But I have my Palpats, I have Rosane, or I hope I do, in the deck. And he gets rid of the stadium for the Lost City. It doesn't really matter at this point. I hope he can't get that attack off, damn it. Please. As long as you can't attack, I'm golden. Yeah, draw a bunch of cards with the Genesect. That's what I want. Damn, the fucking Palpat. Alright, so we know what's gonna go down now. Picks on the boss's orders, 2 of them. So basically Oricorio and then the Klefki's time is ticking. Here's the thing though, if he kills those 2, he still needs to kill the Venusaur. I gotta get the 3rd Venusaur down so that he doesn't have any more easy targets. Alright, and what we see is a level ball instead. So let me think what I'm gonna do now. I think I do not need to use Cheryl. It'd be a waste. What I can do, you know, I don't know if I want to do that. Grusha won't be good. The Palpats, I don't know if I want to use them just yet. So we're gonna heal. And I might just not do anything. Yeah, I don't really want to use Palpad yet. Should I maybe get like a Cheryl and boss's orders? Okay, I'm gonna do that. Get 1 of each. I think that's good. We have other ones. Just to get rid of a few cards in hand. Let's use the level ball too. There's nothing left. I believe, yeah, I'm gonna play you down as well. Just try and draw as many cards with Grusha. Just 2. I mean, this didn't really work out much. Anyway. I mean, it's all about if you can get those boss's orders and how many he has left. I hope he doesn't have a 3rd one. He has 2 with a Palpad. Don't have a 3rd one. And I don't want to see any more Palpads either. I need him to have no choice but to attack the Venusaur that I can just heal all day long. Okay. So I got 240 HP left. Even with the tablet, he can't get the kill. He used up a bunch of those. So he's gonna target down the Mimikyu with the snipe attack. They even have this. That's how broken this Mew is. They got all of the options. Now, unfortunately for him, this is actually a bad move. That was a misplay on his end. Because I can just use the Tranquil Flower to heal this dude, and you're never gonna get that easy kill on that. So he just wasted his turn making a weak attack that I completely negated. I didn't have to just, you know, he didn't get that big damage on the Venusaur, forcing me to use Cheryl and shit. And I can use the boss's orders to get the Genesect stock now too. So this was a huge turn for us. So he has a switching outlet. Not surprised to see that. But he's not going to have those forever. He burned it. Only has 10 cards in the deck. I think his thing is that every time he attacks the Venusaur, he has to discard cards, and he probably doesn't want to do that. Gets rid of the stadium for the Path to the Peak. Damn. So that's going to be something. I should still have stadiums in the deck. The power tablet. Hope he's running out of those, damn it. 200, not even enough. Discard a card. The useless VIP passes, even that shit they can just throw away now. Man, we got rare candies for days. Okay. Perfect time to use Cheryl. Attack is negated once again. And now that he realized, maybe he didn't know Venusaur can heal benched Pokemon too. I don't think he's gonna use that attack again. He's gonna focus on the Venusaur, whether he likes it or not. It's all he can do. Nice, nice. So this sort of turns now where he's not doing much and he's thinking so hard. It's proof that we're getting closer to victory. When they're starting to just feel the desperation, they don't know what to do. He goes for boss's orders. Gonna target the Oricorio, makes the most sense. It's gonna be another Pokemon down, you collect another prize. I wish I had a Spirit Mask on it at least, but we don't. And he actually passed the turn. Wow. Couldn't attack. Right, because of Mew's effect. Copying Genesect. Alright, so I got the Rosane. I'm glad this wasn't in the prizes. And this is going to be beautiful. I'm pretty much going to recover the best stadium, in our case, the Temple of Sinnoh. It doesn't look like I have any tools. And I think I'm actually going to go for Iono. I'm going to let the Oricorio die before I recover it. Because he has the Path of the Peak, it's not going to get discarded. We'll get a rare candy and a Venusaur. Good. So I get this final one out. And I get the switch, which works out nicely too. Perfect. So that boss's orders were just completely wasted. Wonderful. So at this point, I seriously think that he missed his chance. Like, he's not gonna have any resources to keep going. Burn that boss's orders without getting a prize. He has to do it again now. He needs to kill an entire Venusaur or just kill 3 small dudes, and I don't think he can do that. So very, very, very good. And eventually when I get the Temple of Sinnoh, it's going to be even better. So he goes for this attack again. I will fully negate it, friend. Fully negate it. Actually, no. The Path of the Peak won't let me do that. Damn it. But boss's order is going to get him stuck until I see the Rosane. I gotta see the Rosane or my 3rd stadium, so then I can recover another stadium. And I was going to recover the Oricorio if I didn't see the switch, but I guess that didn't happen. Cheryl and Iono, should we go for it? Or should I just let things stay like that? I'm going to let things as they are now. This guy needs a switching outlet. Passing the turn. Very good. See the KT. Gonna pass once again. Pass wars. This match has went longer than probably any match I've showed on the channel, I think. But it's an epic match. These sort of stall shitty decks. But as long as we get the victory. It is a bit nerve-wracking, entertaining, I suppose, at the very least, when you're watching it. I mean, this guy playing it is probably pissed off. Okay. We got the same amount of cards in the deck, but I still have Palpad, and I still got Rosane too. So he should deck out before me. Either way. So I'm just waiting to get the Rosane, basically. We get another Cheryl. Got plenty of those still, so I mean, there's no way he would ever be able to kill the Venusaur. So he keeps passing the turn. And there's the Rosane's backup, just the backup we need. So now I'm going to get the Temple of Sinnoh. And I couldn't get the Oricorio because it didn't die. I'm just going to get a Bulbasaur just to put an additional card in the deck. Ensure that he decks out before me. So as soon as we see that, it's going to be more hell for him. He played a bunch of stadiums. I don't think he'll be able to do much. So he dug out the switch. So he'll be able to make an attack now. Possibly kill the Mimikyu. But instead he just puts more damage on the... he puts damage on the Klefki. Why would you do that, man? That was such a waste. Now I see the stadium exactly what I want to see. I'm just going to heal my cards. Heal the Mimikyu. So even if you do something on the Klefki, you still don't win. And at this point, he's just going to deck out before he wins, even if he just kills the Klefki. The Venusaurs are fully healed. I mean, what are you going to do? You got to get 3 prizes. You can't even attack thanks to the Temple of Sinnoh now. It's just a GG all day long. He's going to go for that lost vacuum. Okay, so you still had an out waiting in the wing. So he'll be able to get rid of that. But he still doesn't win. That's another card down. Only 1 card left in your deck. I mean, I'm not going to use Iono to just help you. Obviously, at this point, I'm just going to let you go down. If he did do tricks to not deck out though, that's when these sort of cards help us too, put cards back in the deck. So he targets down the Klefki is the only thing he can really do. So he gets another prize. And now the best thing he can do is just kill the Venusaur, but there's no way this is ever going to work. I'm going to fully heal the Mimikyu. He's going to be down to 1 card or 0 cards left in the deck after I pass the turn here. And then you can't win. You just won't be able to win. He has to play something like Iono to put cards back in his deck. He's going for that big attack, but it doesn't matter. And it is finally our victory. Took a long while, but Venusaur did it in the end. Completely destroyed this damn Fusion Strike Mew VMAX deck. Wonderful. Hope you enjoyed, buddy. Hope you enjoyed this insufferable process. And I hope you guys enjoyed the match, of course. And that's it. I mean, all I gotta do is pass the turn, but I'm just gonna use the Cheryl. On top of that, I don't gotta do anything else. So subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What-ay?